welcome back. Fashion time with Equinox. I've been waiting to get to her ever since I started this thing. Now, the first thing you guys gotta know as far as with customizing Equinox is not only pay attention to her day or just in plain day form, you gotta pay attention to the night form as well. As you can see, I'm in my night form here, but if you switch over, now I'm in my day. So it synergizes well. As far as with this color scheme, of course, I have all three for Equinox. I can't do just two. Alright, so I got the Insomnia skin on her. The primary, I practically went with the Twilight look. As far as with this color scheme down here, this one, which makes it dark. Secondary, same thing, Twilight. So you can see as far as with her head area right there going down to the arms. Now the dexterity is going to be the PSIV black down below. The accent is going to be the same PSIV look right down below there. Now for the energy color, I decided to go with the Twilight. It's still the same side here, but I decided to go with a lighter purple so you can see her lower part there pop out. As you can see, if I just go down here, you can see the color scheme kind of changes there. So I decided to go with this color scheme right here. And this works really well with Metamorphosis, so that if I go into my next form, as you can see, nothing's really changed. It's still in its core at its base. So this works. Now moving to the config B side. Now the config B side, this one, I mean, when I went to a survival just with this skin alone, guys were just following me around. I'm thinking, okay, they want to stay together. Guy messages me, he was like, yo, that Equinox looks sick, bro. What other color schemes? I had to send him a screenshot. So it's a good thing I kept this so I can show it to you guys. Now as far as with the primary and secondary, I'm going to start with the primary first. Primary, I went with the smoke dark look right here, down below here. It doesn't matter which black you choose. I decided to go with this one right here. Secondary, I decided to go one color palette up. So I decided to go with this one here. Now for the dexterity, I'm going with classic white. Okay, you can also go with these, but as you can see, once you get down lower, this is like a slightly dark white. Once I go down below, as you can see, this one is like a solid white. The accent, I decided to go with the classic white, but this one I decided to go one color palette lower, as you can see. And for the energy color, I decided to go with the Halloween red in the middle part right here. Okay, just that part there. Now if I decide to go into my Metamorphosis, decide to change, as you see, the red is still there. Around her ribs area, you can still see the red along with the white-ish kind of pop out there. The legs, you can see it synergize. It'll go from black and it'll go down to like gray, and then you'll see like white. And on the back of her leg, you can still see red along with the black. So the synergy is there, as you see. So let me switch back. And last but not least, this is config C with Equinox right here. Now this is like a cool look as far as with a blue. So the primary right here, I decided to go with the ice dark bluish look. Right in the middle, dead center. Right there. Secondary, I decided to go with the same color palette, same thing as with the ice, but this time I'm a little bit lower. Right before you hit the blue right here, I decided to go one up in case you're wondering. So it's that one. The dexterity is the same ice, but I'm going with a light blue right here. Remember, my color palette for one of the other ones is up here. I decided to go right down below here for this, so that the blue kind of stands out as far as with a dress. Now for the accent, I decided to go with the same color palette with the ice, but this time lower so you can see this part here, as you can see. This is like, I call it like a little peachlich, but it's not like a brown, but it's like a peach color. Now for the energy, I decided to go with the same ice, but this time I decided to go with this lighter blue color scheme for her. So this works really nice. And last but not least, when you go into your metamorphosis, make sure that it's synergized as well. And as you can see right there, it's synergized as well, especially with this accent color palette that I chose. As you can see with her arms, her legs, it pops out. So it works. Now, this was kind of hard for me to choose as far as which one was my favorite between A, B, and C. C is contending quite a bit because I like the blue action that's working here. But just this right here alone, especially when you go into the void with this color scheme on Equinox, it made her stand out so much. Because since the void is a bright place. But if you're going on to like regular planets, or most of them, like if you go on Hydron, Sedna, or even if you go on Draco series, this color scheme right here, especially with the purple and black kicking in there, people think your Equinox is on the dark side. So this is like a dark Equinox versus this one that is like, it has like a holy look just because of the white and the red kind of kicking out. So you may seem like it has holy on it, but the red makes it stand out as like a little bit of a darkish look, but the white makes her pop out more, and the black and the red just flows in real nice. So if I decide to go out here with her, let me whip out my melee. Yeah, I have Sheev on me, so let me channel for a bit, pop out, wait for the red to disappear a bit, and see, when you're in a bright area, you see everything working for Equinox. So it's not like, oh, this color is out of place, or this color is like, wait, why is this here? This works. So as far as between A, B, and C, B is kind of like in the lead. A and C is kind of like contending with each other. But if you want to go with a cool type of feel, config C is the way to go. You can still go with config A because, again, a lot of people like purple. And since I put the purple and black in there, oh yeah, it works. But either one, I could roll with either one. But this one is like my favorite for the time being. So let me know what you guys think as far as with this color scheme for Equinox. This is really nice. And at the same time, the skin. Thank you, DE. Wow.